What is going on, guys? What's going on? Phillies baseball is back. Today we are just going to break down our first impressions. The first game, televised game, just finished. They tied the Baltimore Orioles 4-4. We're just going to react to it, talk about our top takeaways. Joining me today is my man, Ty. You know him on Twitter at TyBook3. He is the host of the Pull the Pin podcast. What's going on, Ty?
What's going on, Chris? Thanks for having me, man. I'm excited to be here.
Let's do it. So today, you saw the Phillies tie 4-4. Aaron Nola got his first start of the spring training. He looked okay. 2 innings pitched. What we got? We got 2 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 4 hits, 1 K, 0 walks. He had a kind of struggled there in that first inning. Got into some trouble in that 2-strike count there, but he looked really good, I thought, in that second inning where he looked much, much better. Ty, what was your overall quick thoughts on Aaron Nola's performance?
I thought it was a pretty generic spring training outing. So he came out, you could tell he was working on all 3 pitches. He hung a curveball that got blasted, gave up a base hit. But like you said, in the second inning, he looked like the Nola we want him to look like. Got him out of there. I think it was a good outing for him to start the spring, and we move on from there.
Yep. He gave up a base knock to Hayes there in the first inning. Then he reached out on a wild pitch. He gave up a home run on 2 strikes to DJ Stewart there. So it was not a good start for the Phillies. It is spring training. Come on, let's be real about this. Gave up a blooper there to start the second inning, but really just got calm and just looked great. So another quick take of Aaron Nola. Did you see his interview in that 3rd inning, man?
Yes.
I don't know about you, bro, but I don't think that guy has future podcaster on his resume down the road, because that guy was terrible.
I am in full belief that Aaron Nola is the type of guy you want to sit down and have about 5 Yinglings with after a game, but I don't think you're going to be having him on TV. The interviews are so bland. And I think part of that is he just is a workaholic. What else is he going to say? They brought up this photography class he apparently was going to take. And it was I said to my buddy at work, I said, is this an inside joke that we don't know about? Is this for real? But yeah, definitely not a future in broadcasting, if you ask me.
Yeah. He had a pretty good season overall last year. There was no consistency. You look at how he ended 2020, 5-5, 3.28 ERA over 12 starts. So he was pretty good. 12th best ERA, 9th best WHIP, 96 strikeouts were 3rd best. I thought it was a pretty good performance last year, but I don't know if he showed that he's that number 1 ace that the Phillies want him to be. What's your take on Aaron Nola this season?
I think that he's got to come out and be what he was in 2017. 2018, 2019 and 2020 have not been, what he was in 18. In 18, he was a legitimate ace, a Cy Young candidate. And right now, it's not what he looked like last year and the year before. So, I think that time will tell, but he's got to be that this year, or they need to start looking in a different direction if they want to win now. If that's what Dave Dombrowski's here to do, and that's what the organization wants to do. If he's not ready to be that frontline starter, then either Wheeler's got to step up, or they need to find someone else to do it.
Yeah, a lot of the offense in this game was really that first inning. The Orioles started hot, and the Phillies started hot. And I think another one of the main takeaways of this game is Matt Joyce. You saw him in that 3rd inning have an impressive diving catch in right field. And then you saw him just crush a ball into right field that was smoked. Almost had Matt Stairs-esque feel to it. It was just Matt Joyce rips one into the night. It was freaking sick.
I like Matt Joyce a lot. It's bittersweet for me because I think him making the team probably makes it so Jankowski doesn't make the team. Being a Lancaster County guy, I coach at Lancaster Catholic High School, his alma mater. I actually played against Jankowski in an old man's Twilight League. And, I mean, the guy, he's a hometown guy, but I think Matt Joyce is a great option off the bench for the Phillies this year out there, and is a younger guy that maybe replaces McCutchen next year if McCutchen's not back. Yeah,
it was a 2-run homer. Did you hear that sound too? The sound of that, if you haven't seen it yet, go on Twitter. And it was just one of those like Bryce Harper sounds.
Yeah, barreled it up, man, middle of the barrel. Yeah. I'll tell you what I loved today, though. What I watched specifically today, when I saw the lineup come out, I wanted to see Andrew McCutchen.
Yep.
And Andrew McCutchen looks like Andrew McCutchen before the knee. Great first at bat of the game where he took a huge cut at a fastball and just missed it, and then cut his swing down with 2 strikes, slapped the ball to the right side, got on base, went first to third on the ball that was absolutely laced by Segura, who looked really good, by the way, as well. Yep. Really, really too early to tell predictions. Gene Segura and Andrew McCutchen both look pretty good.
Yep. And lastly, I think let's talk about center field. You had Roman Quinn get the nod today in center field. Unlike yesterday, Adam Hazley got the start, who actually had a home run. It was pretty much the only bright spot of spring training in that opener yesterday. But Roman Quinn, he was what, 1 of 2. He had a walk and a strikeout. Scott Kingery will also be vying for that starting center field spot. What's your thoughts on that center field battle, man?
So I'm over Roman Quinn at this point. We talked a little before we went on the air. He's the fact that he strikes out as much as he does just takes him completely out of the equation for me for his game. I know strikeouts aren't as bad of a thing in today's MLB, but for a guy who's 5 foot nothing, 100 and nothing, he needs to put the ball on the ground, get on base, steal some bags. You know, if you run into one every now and again, great, fine, that's fine. I love Hazley. I think Hazley's a kid that's going to continue to develop. And I mean, I don't know what to think of Kingery anymore. You know, we got mad at Gabe Kapler because he played him all over the field, but when Girardi does it, it's okay. Not that I'm a Gabe guy. I'm just saying it's always just a double standard with him. Last year he came into camp and he was buffed up, and everybody was like, he's going to be great because he's buff. This year he comes into camp and he's slimmed down. Now he's going to be great because he's slimmed down. I'm just tired of the Kingery experiment. I just want them to find somebody to play center field. And I hope it's not Roman Quinn. Hazley or Kingery would be the guys that I would like to see out there.
All right, man, let's wrap it up. Final thoughts, and where can we find you, dude?
Final thoughts. I'm just so darn happy it is baseball season. This is my time of the year. I love basketball and hockey, but this is the heart for me. You can find me at TieBook3 on Twitter or at PTP 2021, the Painted Lines podcast. Come check us out. We're on Mondays, usually around 3. Today we were a little early because there was stuff going on at the shop. But we are a betting podcast. We hit all of your bets for the golf tournament of that week on Mondays. And we're up like a couple $1,000 a guy right now. So come check us out. We're hitting it up.
Check it out. Final thoughts, man. I don't know about you, but watching Aaron Nola get interviewed in that 3rd inning by anyone not named Greg Murphy, it just like put me in a really weird spot. Wow. I was just like, it just didn't feel right. It was like Greg Murphy, like spring training. What's going on? It was just a very weird feeling.
It was. I hope that Nola gets some classes in social. Just being a little bit better.
I think it's time for him to drop the photography class and get some media PR lessons.
Or at least let the guy go pound a Yingling. Doesn't he do Yingling commercials? Let him go pound a beer. Maybe he'll loosen up a little bit and be a little bit more fun.
All right. The Phillies take on who do they take on tomorrow? They take on the Toronto Blue Jays tomorrow at 1:00. Follow my man Ty Book on Twitter at TyBook3. Check out Pull the Pin podcast at PTP 2021. Follow me on Twitter at Mr. Crockpot. Check us out on Twitter at The Painted Lines. We're on Facebook, Instagram. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe to this video. We're also on Twitch. So please go follow us there. For Ty, for myself, thanks for watching, guys.